Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ailey if you're new. Today's video is going to be all about the Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighters that were, I want to say just released, but they were released a couple of weeks ago. So, I ordered them on launch day and they arrived 3 days ago to when I'm filming this, so it was the 11th of December and that's about 2 weeks after I ordered them, so shipping wasn't really the best. I'm going to flash up a couple of images here to show how these things arrived. Now, the littlest one I got arrived in a box all by itself, bubble wrapped and everything, and it arrived like 2 days before these two arrived, and these two arrived sort of in a box like this, no bubble wrap. So I'm really surprised that this got here like in one piece. I ended up getting the accent highlighter palette in the lighter one, which I think is the Flash palette. I got the big luminous one, the one that's kind of like the veil powder in Brighten Up, and I got the little sort of crazy highlighter. It just says loose highlighter on it, but I think it's the beaming highlight or something like that, in the shade Bomb. I'm going to try and play with all of these today. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start with this. This is the Accent Highlighter palette. A little tray slides out with the palette in it, and it did have a little card, but I don't know what's happened to it. It does have the ingredients listed on the box, but not on the palette, which is true for quite a lot of products actually. Really, really nice packaging. It does feel quite weighty. The bottom you have your highlighters, the top you have a big massive mirror, and I can remember that she said something about there being patterns in the highlighters, the baked highlighters. I don't have any in mine. I've already swatched these, I took photos and I put them up on Instagram, but I'll show you it. I don't know about you, but I can't see any patterns in those. So I don't know if they're supposed to have these sort of like thread things through them, or if they don't have to have that, they just might have, and she was just wanting to warn people before people jump to conclusions, but mine don't seem to have that. So yeah, I think it's, maybe that was what it said on the bit of paper. First and foremost, what we're going to do is I'm going to take a swatch like that. So that is them there. I have noticed that the first couple of swatches you take of this palette are pants. They really are rubbish. They're not good at all. So that is the shades there. They do look really nice and reflective. They are, like when I see them in the mirror and stuff like that, they are really, really reflective. But on, they just look like any other highlighter. You know, there's nothing massively special about it. They don't feel massively special. They don't, I don't know. I'm going to withhold judgment until I've tried them. So this is the little guy, which is the, what's it called? It just says loose highlighter on it, so I don't know which one I think it's like ultra beaming highlighter. There we go. So I got this one, like I said, in the shade Bomb. Kind of looks identical to the other formulas, and it looks to me like a mix between, Bomb looks like a combination of Mesmerized and Iced together, and it's just a little bit more shiny. I don't know if you can tell by looking at it because it's getting so blown out by my lights. And then obviously the loose highlighter, I'll put all the prices up on these. The prices aren't the best, but I had to try them. So what we're going to do, because there's not really much else I can show you with swatches. I've set my face and stuff like that as well, but what we're going to do is I'm going to use this, which is the luminous powder. I'm going to use this sort of the same way that I would use this. This is the Hourglass Ambient Light Powder, and what I'll do is I'll take a swatch of this and I'll put it next to a swatch of the one that I'm about to use, the Jaclyn one. See that there? Let's see if my camera will focus on it. You can just see that there's just a slight sheen. Now I will say that the Jaclyn one looks a lot more sheeny, so I'm a bit scared. So I'm just going to take a little bit from the cap here, and what I normally do is I put this on the front of my cheek. I don't put it underneath my eyes. I just put it sort of here, kind of where my pores are, because it's supposed to blur. Okay, I can actually see in my mirror Do you know what? I'll zoom yet. I have really dry skin. If you have not been to my channel before, hi, how are you? I have dry skin. It has a bit of glitter in it, I'm not gonna lie. From a distance, like, I have like my little mirrors down here, this mirror in my hand, and I have a mirror sort of just below where my camera is. The mirror just below my camera, my skin looks beautiful. I don't know if it comes across on camera. I'm gonna have to wait and see that in editing because all I have is my tiny wee viewfinder. I'm probably the only person left on YouTube that just uses the viewfinder of their camera. But it looks really nice from that distance, which, I mean, I don't really get that much closer to people than that, really. I'm not really the most sociable person in the world. I like that. Okay, I do like this. I think a really light hand, and I don't think I would use it to physically set my makeup, but I would use it as more of a finishing powder. Okay, so next we're gonna go on to this, which is the Accent Light palette. So I think that my best shades are going to be Sparks and Iced. So I've got her highlighting brush from her Morphe collection, and I have the Morphe R31 brush. I like this brush. It's kind of like the Anastasia one that everybody likes. It's the same sort of shape. So I'm going to use Iced first on this brush. I can see it in the viewfinder. It does look really nice. It's not wham bam in your face like I've seen everybody else's. When I turn it the front, it disappears, which is good. I'm going to take it on the R31 brush now. So this one actually packs a wee bit more of a punch. I mean, it's pretty. It's not completely in your face. If you're using like a normal hand, like I'm not using a light hand, but I'm not using like a really heavy hand. I like that it disappears. Obviously, when I'm looking straight ahead, you're not really supposed to see your highlight. When you do that, it comes back. It's really, I don't know how it's translating on camera, but the whole, oh wow, ah, look how great it is. I'm not really getting that. No shade, no hate to anybody. It was just like a bit, oh, oh. When I think it was purely because of the, what's it called? The torch on the phone being on, rather than it actually being really blinding. Okay, so, I mean, I don't hate it. I'm going to take a little bit of Mesmerized and just hit the chin. That's really pretty. Right, so because we have different shades here, what I'm going to do is, I haven't like highlighted my brow bone. I don't really do that much anymore anyway. But I haven't really done that, and I haven't highlighted my inner corner. So I figure we could try these in those places too. Yeah. I mean, they're really pretty, I have to say. I think I could put that on and be quite happy with it. Okay, so we're now moving on to the last one. We're going for Balm. It's in the loose highlighter. It is a very sort of goldy, champagne gold colour. It's very like champagne. Do you know what? Let's compare it to Champagne Pop. Okay, they rubbed off the back of my hand with like a dry paper. That was dead easy, so I don't know if that's got any indication of the longevity. So I hope you can see this. If you can, I'll put a picture up. But Champagne Pop is at the bottom and Balm is at the top. They are very, very similar, but Balm is more of a yellow. Champagne Pop is more orange. They're definitely very similar. So if you like Champagne Pop, you might very well like Balm. The only other one I think that it could be the same as or similar to is Mesmerized. You want a dupe for Champagne Pop, your dupe is Mesmerized from the Flash palette. So it's Mesmerized at the bottom, Champagne Pop is in the middle. And you can see that they are very, very similar. Okay, I'm terrified. I don't know. Loose highlighters scare me a little bit. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we get this reaction. Okay. I take it this is the one that everybody was oohing and ahhing at because I really like this shade. This shade is a little bit of me. I love this kind of a shade. I actually think that this is my favourite shade in the whole things that I've got. To that side, it's just a wee bit pale, I think. It looks a wee bit chalky. This side is very, I don't know, when I look here, it's sort of picking up on texture that I didn't even know I had. There's like a really large fleck there. I don't know where that's come from. This, though, and this is the one I thought I would struggle with because it's a loose highlighter, but it seems to just melt into the skin. Oh, that I'm gonna have fun with. I think this might be my new favourite highlighter. Look at the shade. The shade's just perfect. Like, it just sort of like melts into my skin and then appears out of nowhere. It's like, oh. Now I've just done what I was making fun of everybody for doing. Okay, so this right here, this is it. This side, I'm going to have to play with this palette a little bit more, but I think that that is more my shade, for sure. That's it. That's exactly how I would wear my highlighter right there. Like, I wouldn't go any more intense than that. When you first put it on, it looks like, oh shit, I've put too much on. Uh-oh, oh my god. But if you take the excess off your brush and just blend it, it blends out really nicely. There was controversy as to whether this was going to be limited edition or not. She said limited edition. There is a clip of her saying limited edition. Hope that it is a part of the permanent collection. I do... Okay, here's where I stand. So I was kind of annoyed when they turned around before this was even shipped out of their warehouse. They said, we're having a restock. Then it was watching everybody else get theirs, and mine hadn't even left the warehouse. Then I think mine had just gotten to Long Beach, and we hit the 5th, and they released in Morphe stores and back online again. So there were other people who hadn't ordered it a week previous then getting their hands on the palette. And obviously, like, you hear all like big YouTubers say, we need to get our hands on things quick so that we can be competitive and so that we can get videos out. Well, like, us little guys kind of need to do the same. So if I had managed to get this alongside everybody else, which is never going to happen, I'm from the UK, it's in the US, but, you know, if you get it within a week sort of thing, you get up a review, you're in the mix with everybody else to get your video out to people. If you're 2.5 weeks after launch and most people have got it and it's sold out for the second time, nobody really cares anymore. Does anybody really care anymore? I don't know. And then there was the whole drama about people getting on the PR list. Now, PR list searches and things like that have become a thing recently, and it is... I don't want to like crap on anybody or like make anybody feel bad, but I, at 31 years of age, do not want to beg somebody for free makeup. Like, it's just not. I mean, a lot of the time you'll go on and somebody could be extremely talented, but they don't post YouTube videos. They don't post like for work. They just post makeup looks, and they get these PR boxes thrown at them because they are extremely talented, and then 5 minutes later they end up online for sale, and then these companies wonder, oh, wonder why that is. You know, I don't think it takes long to do your due diligence and see how long somebody's been posting online. And there's so many well-deserving people, and every time I look, I just feel like, oh, there's people that are way better than me. They would deserve it more. And a lot of people were desperate to get on Jaclyn's PR list, and loads of people did, but they got boxes with like one shade in them, or a shade in a brush, or a couple of like, it wasn't really PR release. It was kind of like, oh, here you go, have a wee free product. So it was kind of, I don't know. And I don't even think that they got them particularly early either. They got them like last week. same kind of as most other people, so it isn't really, I don't know, can you call that PR or can you call that just a gift of makeup? So I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love these. I really like this powder. I love this. I absolutely, oh, this is stunning. Like, I think I want more shades of it just to try. I think I want more shades of it to put in my kit because brides may love this. I'm looking forward to seeing what she comes out with next, but I really think that she needs to sort out her customer service. It would be really nice for an influencer brand to actually care about people, because at the end of the day, influencers were customers first. So you'd think that they would maybe strive. I mean, look at Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star is, love him or hate him, he actually does set an example for the cosmetics industry, because one, when there was hair in the conspiracy palette, he investigated, found out exactly what it was, told people exactly what it was, and told people that if they were affected, they got refunds and they got a replacement. Then, I think it was afterwards, the mystery box, it did say cosmetic item, so they were right to call him out on it. What did he do? He refunded people and they still got their boxes. So that's how you do it, you know what I mean? Like, it's, I know obviously he's been doing this a lot longer, but there are things that can happen, and I think that all people want is a little bit of honesty, a little bit of transparency. I completely wish her the best for the future. I do love her. I have watched her channel for a really long time, like way back when it was, I think she first discovered Morphe. So I do really like her. Like, I have a lot of time for her. I do think that a lot of the things that she's done recently is questionable, but I'm excited for her products, and I do really hope that she's really successful. Yeah, I'm going to stop rambling now. I think that's kind of me got my point across. I love a lot of the stuff. Notice that it's actually got a sticker with a batch number on it down here. Does anybody else get a sticker? Can you see that? JPA43A, JPA43. Okay, so these have got the same batch codes on them. What's that? JAA43A. So this is JPA43A, JPA43A, and this is JAA43A. I'm just gonna leave that. I don't know what are your batch codes. We don't understand them. It's just speculation at this point. But anyway, did you get the highlighters? What did you think of them? How was your shopping experience? How was your delivery experience? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video or you found it somewhat helpful, entertaining, whatever, then obviously give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would absolutely be grateful. And hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload. Hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!